Morning everyone. I'm here. It is just gone 5 AM, so the sun is up now, and for this vlog I thought I'd decide to take you to one of my favourite local reserves, which is Deeping Lakes Nature Reserve. It is part of the Lincolnshire Wildlife Trust, and a bit like Home Fen, it is another site of special scientific interest. Just as I was setting up this camera, a cuckoo called out behind me, somewhere along that tree line. It's the first time I've heard one this year. With any luck, it would be nice to see one, because I've never actually seen one relatively close up. I've seen one fly before, but that's about it. So there's a few warblers calling behind me as well. You can probably hear it now. This is very short notice in terms of coming out to photograph. Normally I'll plan like a week in ahead like I did with Home Fen, but I don't know, I just thought it'd be really nice to get up as early as I can, and while no one's here, hopefully get to see a bit more wildlife. And just as I was pulling into the car park, there was a muntjac deer walking up the road. So I have seen them pretty much every other time I've been here. I'll take you to the area where they're most active. I don't know if they'll even be active this morning, but that's what it is with wildlife. You can't guarantee that you're going to see everything you want to see, but it's just nice to be outdoors, just to experience all different senses, and yeah, just to be in the fresh air pretty much. There are black-headed gulls here. There's quite a few nesting in and around the reserve. On my left-hand side is one of the larger lakes that you see when you enter. And then there's a bit of an inlet of water down this side. And then there's a smaller river to my right, a smaller lake to my right, sorry. So I'm going to get my bag ready and let's see what we find. It just stopped, but I heard cuckoo again and have a very good idea that it's on the field to my left as I walk up the road. So I'm going to try and find a clearing and see if I can actually see it. Just while we're waiting for it to call out, I thought I'd just talk a bit about why Deeping Lakes is one of my favourite reserves. Basically, it's been a reserve that I have been going to since my childhood. I would come here either with my parents or my grandparents, and it could actually be further in. But yeah, very quickly, I just have lots of great memories here to do with wildlife. I saw my first otter here quite a few years ago, and they're still pretty active both along the reserve and also through the River Welland, which is the riverbank just behind. And yeah, there's a bit of everything. There's the lakes, there's a bit of woodland, and you can walk along the riverbank, which takes you further into my hometown. It's very faint. I think it's moved along. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to head on in, and fingers crossed. I'd love to at least see it. I'm not too bothered about getting a picture of it, but to see one hopefully calling would be amazing. I'm probably not going to stay in this bit long. This is beside the car park lake. This is one of the first lakes that you come across within a reserve. As you can tell, it's a very good spot for black-headed gulls to breed in the summer. they all gang upon the pontoons. I do believe common terns often use pontoons, but as many of you might know, black-headed gulls are pretty territorial, so they won't allow pretty much any other bird species to have nests alongside them. But the sun's coming up quite well now. Most of the sky's pretty much a light yellow as opposed to a dark orange. So the light's turning out pretty good today. I can hear another warbler just behind me as well. It's getting pretty noisy here, but I did manage to get a few pictures of the warblers, and from what I can tell, it's possibly a reed warbler. The sedge warbler has more of a distinctive like pale line across its eye, whereas I'm pretty sure that the reed warbler is a lot more drab and the eye stripe isn't as distinctive. But there was at least 3 of them chasing each other. It was really good. But I can still hear the cuckoo calling, so I think that's a sign for me to try and head further in and see if I can spot it. I think the whole walking away from camera, walking to camera is definitely a new thing for me. I think it's good because it allows you, the viewer, to... It's the cuckoo again. It just allows you as the viewer to get a pretty good perspective of where I'm at or where the vloggers are at. It's good to do it when no one's watching though. No one's here today. But there's always the odd chance that people will walk by, see you doing what I just did and thinking, oh, what are they doing? But it's fun. Like I said, it allows good content and it provides you with a bit of a perspective, so... So it is now Chiffchaff, Chetty's warbler, and I believe sedge. I've seen sedge warbler at this point for quite a few weeks now. The reeds are pretty tall and a lot greener than last time I visited. So it's possible that I'm going to struggle to see it here, but the light's coming through really nice. I'm so glad I chose this morning to come here. There. It's calling again. Yeah, it's gonna I think it's teasing because there's no way I can see it from this point. And it's definitely on the other side. Still, it's really nice to hear it. I think because of how much their numbers have declined, it relives most people's childhood memories, but for those that don't know much of it, it's quite a sombering call. It's very active, which is good. I know for sure pretty much where its location is. It's just the weather puts me in a dilemma now because obviously I want to show you more of the reserve, but I don't know if I should go and stake out that bit of field to try and photograph it. But I'm still not sure if it's even going to be visible, so I'll leave it for now. and if it's still around by the time I sort of get back to the same area, then we'll have a go. But yeah. It's definitely a really haunting but beautiful sound that it makes, and I hope that you agree. That's the point. It means I'm doing videos now. I can ask you to type in the comments, so yeah, type down below what your favourite bird call is. I'd love to know. I think mine's definitely between the cuckoo and I do enjoy the robin. I know it's a very common sound, but the robin is pretty much a bird song from my childhood. But I think in terms of uniqueness and exoticness, it's between the cuckoo and the nightjar. I had a really good encounter a couple of years ago with nightjars. If you haven't heard of nightjar, definitely go and look it up because it's just so unique. Right, I can't hear it now, so I'm going to head further into the reserve. The cuckoo just flew over my head. I could hear it just beside me. The light's really low, I apologise. I'll move a bit actually. There we go. Yeah, I was just looking out on the river this side and I could hear it. I could hear the call getting closer. And I was like, how is that possible? But literally it came from that side and flew right over my head while it was calling. So I saw it. And it's actually gone further into the reserve. So if I keep going in, yeah, I can hear it right on the other side now, further into the reserve, so... Oh, I'm so happy! Right, let's get moving. So, this is a very small hide which leads off the path, and the last few times I've been here I've had really good views of marsh harrier. They could have a nest here, but I'm not 100% sure, but they've definitely been feeding. And just as I was walking up here there was a muntjac just on the field in front. I'm not sure where it went though. I tried to sneak up here to try and get a picture, but it obviously darted off. Still plenty of warblers calling. Probably hear the wren as well. But yeah, I thought I'd stop here for a bit to see if the cuckoo would be out in the open. Set up on the ground. I've been here a couple of times before. I've just sat and waited on the edge of the path because there's a lot of plant protection areas here. So obviously don't want to go off the path to disturb the wildlife, but I find just sitting on the edge of the path gives me a clear view. Fingers crossed the deer will come back out again. I think it went in a bit of bracken behind me. So if I sit here long enough, hopefully it will come back out. It's also turned really foggy. I can't see across the lake anymore. It's sort of seeping into the forest as well, so I don't know if that's going to impact my light levels on my camera. But yeah, I'm going to wait here for a bit and see what else comes out. While I've been waiting, the cuckoo has been really close. So the only thing is, a load of fog's come in, so there's no chance that I can even see it. It's so close, but there's just so much fog. I'm gonna try and get to a clearing, which is near the path. Oh, it's so close. Okay, I'm gonna try and find a clearing and I'll give you an update afterwards. There's no way I can see the cuckoo now. So I'll stay in the woods for a bit longer, see what else comes along, but then I'll probably head out to the riverbank and see if it's cleared up a bit more. But yeah, it's a shame, but it just sounded so close. I thought I'd have a chance to see it, but I wasn't expecting this fog at all. So that's what happens. Oh, yeah, I'll catch up with you a bit later on. I just saw 2 cuckoos fly over and it was calling again, so it's definitely it. Oh my god. So I didn't have an ending because I thought I wasn't going to see the cuckoos again, but the pair returned and I got a picture. Oh, it's not the best, but I have my first picture of a cuckoo in flight. I'm so happy. It's by no means the best, but I can say that I've got my first ever picture of a cuckoo. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna end it there because my battery is seriously low. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all who have commented on my first vlog, those who have shared it, those who have liked it. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited for where this is going to lead. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share with family and friends, and as I said earlier, post your favourite bird call just so we can get this community started, because I'm so excited. I'm going to see if they come back, but thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in a future vlog. Bye! Is this going to end? Okay, my battery is going to die, so I'm going to try and get another picture if I can. I'm sorry. Alright, bye.